Hello, welcome to my class. In the last video, we discussed till question number 6 from exercise 4.3, and in this video, we are going to start from question number 7. And if you have not subscribed this channel, please subscribe and do like the video if you like my class and share it with your friends. Do not forget to click the bell icon to get notifications also. If you have any doubts, you can ask that as comments. Okay, so let us start now. And seventh question is, the difference of squares of two numbers is 180 and the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number and difference of squares is 180. So, let the larger number be x. Because it is given in terms of the larger number. Smaller number is given in terms of the larger number. And square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number, which means square of smaller number is 8x, right? And given that difference of the squares is 180. So, difference of squares, larger number is x and the square of the larger number is x square and smaller number, square of the smaller number is 8x. So, x square minus 8x is equal to 180. So, this has become a quadratic equation. We can write this as x square minus 8x minus 180 is equal to 0. Now, we can solve for x. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And here what is a? A equal to 1, b equal to minus 8 and c is equal to minus 180. So we can substitute that here. Minus b is minus of minus 8 plus or minus root of b square is minus 8 the whole square. Minus square is plus and 8 square is 64 minus 4 into a is 1 into c is minus 180 by 2a. 2 into 1. So we will get this as minus of minus 8 is 8 and plus or minus root of 64, then minus into minus is plus and 4 into 180. So 180 into 4, 4 8s are 32, then 4 plus 3 is 7. So plus 720 by 2, which is equal to 8 plus or minus root of 784 by 2, right? And 8 plus or minus 784 by 2. We can find root of 784 and for that we can, from the right, we have to take a pair, that is two numbers at a time, and find the number whose square is less than 7, less than or equal to. Here it will be less than 7 because 2 into 2 is 4 and then 7 minus 4 is 3, then write this 384 down and now 2 plus 2, take this 2 plus 2, 4. Now find the number such that 40 something, it will be 40 something, right? That number into this. So 4 this into this should be equal to 384. So what can be that number? Last digit 8 into 8 is 64 and 2 into 2 is 4. But 42 into 2 will not be 384. So let us check if 48 into 8 is 384. So 48 into 8 is 4 8s are 32 plus 6 is 38. So it is 384. So 28 is the square root of 784. So we can write this as 8 plus or minus 28 by 2, which is equal to. So 8 plus 28 is 36. 36 by 2 is 18. And if we take minus 8 minus 28 by 2, minus 20 by 2, which is minus 10. So If we take 18, larger number, we got the larger number as 18. So what is the smaller number? Smaller number is square root of 8x, right? Square root of 8x. The square of smaller number is 8x, means smaller number will be square root of 8x, which is square root of 8 into 18. And what is 8 into 18? 18 into 8 is 64. 8 plus 6 is 14. So square root of 144, which is equal to 12. So the smaller number is 12 and the larger number is 18. And if we take the larger number as minus 10, minus 10. So what will be the square root of smaller number? It will be root of 8 into minus 10, which is equal to root of minus 80. So root of minus 80 we cannot find. We can find it, but it will be complex number. So this is the number, that is larger number is 18 and smaller number is 12. So we can write larger number is 18 and smaller number is 12. And the smaller number can be negative also, because root of 144 is plus or minus 12. So the smaller number can be minus 12 also. So we can write the smaller number as 12 and minus 12. Okay. Next one is a train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So given that it travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed, and if the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, then it would have taken 1 hour less. So we have to find the speed of the train, and it is given 1 hour less. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less. So it is in terms of time. Okay. So time, we know that time is equal to distance by speed, right? And given that if the speed is x plus 5, so if the speed is x plus 5, that is if it is 5 kilometer, traveling at 5 kilometer per hour more speed, then it would take 1 hour less. So from that we have to find the speed of the train, and time is equal to distance by speed. So 360 by x, it is taking more time. So 1 hour more it is taking if the speed is x. So 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. This is taking 1 hour more. So 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 is 1. So from this we can solve. So 360 into x plus 5 minus 360x by x into x plus 5 is equal to 1. Which means 360x plus 360 into 5 is 1800 minus 360x by x into x plus 5 is x into x is x square and 5 into x is plus 5x is equal to 1. Now 360x minus 360x is 0 and we have 1800 by x square plus 5x is equal to 1. Now cross multiplying this we will get. This is like 1 by 1. Cross multiplying we will get x square plus 5x is equal to 1800, which means x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. Now we can use quadratic formula x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and minus b is minus 5 plus or minus root of b square is 25, then minus 4 into minus 1800. It will become plus. And 1800 into 4 is 7200 by 2 into 1. So by 2. So it is equal to minus 5 plus or minus root of 7225 by 2. And what is root of 7225? We can find this. Find a number whose square is less than or equal to 72. It is 8. Obviously, it is 8. 8 8s are 64. And 72 minus 64 is 8. Then bring this 25 down. Now 8 plus 8 is 16. And find a number here such that this number into this is equal to 825. So what is that number? Last digit is 5 means we can have 5. So let us see if it is 5. If the number is 85. So 165, we have to multiply this by 5. So 5 into 5 is 25. 6 into 5, 30. 30 plus 2, 32. Then 5 plus 3, 8. So 825. So 85 is the square root of 7225. So we can write here minus 5 plus or minus 85 by 2. And minus 5 plus 85 by 2 is minus 5 plus 85 is 80. 80 by 2 is 40. And then minus 5 minus 85 by 2 is minus 90 by 2, which is minus 45. But we cannot get the speed of train as minus 45. It cannot be minus 45. So it is 40 kilometer per hour. Speed of the train is, we can write, speed of the train is 40 kilometer per hour. Now ninth question is, two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So two taps can fill the tank in 9 3/8 hours. And given that the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the tap of smaller diameter. So let the time taken by smaller tap or tap with smaller diameter be x. So what is the time taken by larger tap or the tap with larger diameter? It is x minus 10, because it will take x minus 10, that is 10 hours less. So it is x minus 10. And given that both the taps will together fill the tank in 9 3/8 hours, which is 9 into 8 plus 3/8, which is 9 is a 72. 72 plus 3 is 75. 75 by 8 hours it will take to fill the tank if both of these taps are open together. So 75 by 8 hours. In 75 by 8 hours, this tank will get filled if these two taps are open together. And in 1 hour, the smaller tap will fill 1 by x of the tank, right? That is, if it takes x hours to fill the tank, let us say it is 1. That is, the tank can be considered full as 1. So, it is filled means it can be considered as 1. That is, if it is half, it can be considered as 1 by 2 and so on. If it is filled 3/4, it can be considered as 3 by 4 and so on. So, if it is filled completely, it can be taken as 1. So, in 1 hour, how much will it fill? 1 by x, right? So, in 1 hour, smaller tap will fill 1 by x of the tank, and in 1 hour, larger tap will fill, it is x minus 10. It takes x minus 10 hours. So, it will fill 1 by x minus 10. Now, given that both the taps will together fill this tank in 75 by 8 hours. So in 1 hour both the taps will fill how much of the tank? How much of the tank? 8 by 75 of the tank. 8 by 75 of the tank. So 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. Now if we add this, we will get x minus 10 plus x by x into x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. Which means this is 2x minus 10 and this is x square minus 10x is equal to 8 by 75. Which means we can multiply this. 75 into 2x minus 10 is equal to 8 into x square minus 10x. Which means 75 into 2 is 150. 150x minus 75 into 10 is 750 is equal to 8x square minus 80x. We can bring this to the right hand side. So we will get 8x square minus 80x minus 150x is 2 minus 230x, then plus 750 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this. X is equal to minus b, which is minus of minus 230, which is 230 plus or minus root of b square. What is 23 square? It is 529. Then add 2 zeros because it is 230. Now 529 minus 4 into a into c. That is 4 8s are 32. 32 into 750. So we will get 2400, then it is 750, so one more 0. So 24000 by 2 into 8 is 16. 2a is 2 into 8, which is 16. So this is equal to 230 plus or minus root of 529 minus 240 is 9, then 8, 28900 by 16. So it is equal to 230 plus or minus root of 289 is 17. That is, we have root of 289 into 100 by 16, which is 17 into root 100, and root 100 is 10. So we will get this as 170. 170 by 16. Now 230 plus 170 by 16 is 400 by 16, and 8 will go in 400. How many times? 8 will go in 45 times. Now 0. And 8 will go in 16 2 times. So it is equal to 25. And if we take 230 minus 170 by 16, it is 60 by 16, which will be a fraction. So we can take x as 25. That is, the smaller tap will take 25 hours. Smaller tap will take 25 hours to fill the tank, and the larger tap will take x minus 10, that is 25 minus 10, which is equal to 15 hours to fill the same tank. Understood?